Well, what a shot he's played there.
Oh, dear me, what a shot that was.
Is he going to be lucky?
That's 6.
Look at the 9! Look at the 9!
What a shot!
Who was or is the best? Ronnie O'Sullivan?
I don't know if he can do that. He's tried, and he's got it.
Or Efren Reyes? No comparison should be made between these two epic players. They're both great in their own fields, and both were world champion. Efren Reyes is the greatest pool player in history.
I don't like this shot because you don't get no movement, like you said. You might miss this ball.
Ronnie Sullivan is the greatest snooker in pool history.
Will come forward like the gentleman he is and congratulate Ronnie O'Sullivan. It's going to be emotional here in the Crucible Theatre.
Two of the greatest players. Both amazing players, the best at their respective game. They aren't comparable to each other though. However, snooker in some people's opinion is superior to pool. It's pretty obvious that it requires way more precision and accuracy for a snooker player to make a shot than a pool player, not to mention the difficulty of making every positional shot perfectly to hit a high score in snooker games.
Just ridiculous. This may be quite a big pocket with that.
Missing this one.
77. Efren is obviously great, but only in pool games. He probably can't even get a score above 50 in snooker, but is that true? We've known that Beta has won at least one or maybe a few snooker tournaments, as he was the gold medalist in Southeast Asian Games a year ago. He's a bit old to learn new tricks to becoming a fabulous snooker player, but maybe 10 years ago? Who knows? Don't forget, Reyes was also a snooker champ history. He won the first tournament he was ever in. Remember, snooker is just a shot maker's game, and Efren doesn't miss too many shots. But if I lost on the snooker game, bet for Efren Reyes, I would triple up on the 9-ball.
Too much of a gamble. Here we go. Top right. Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Goal for Trustamendi!
Efren was interviewed on snooker, and he said, "We're not used to snooker because it's not played in the Philippines. But the Association of Southeast Asia Game has a snooker sport, and since we have no player to represent, we forced to represent. Then we know the rules and practice a few days, then we're lucky and we won the gold." That is a fact. They won the gold in snooker in ASEAN Games against a real snooker player. Efren can adapt on a cue and ball game because he started as a poor kid sleeping on a billiards table.
Like the tongue of a poisonous lizard. Oh, come on!
He doesn't want this to really go in.
Dua. Aba. Aba!
Ronnie said Efren out-hustled him. So what? Ronnie is a humble guy and he admires Efren in his own right. That doesn't make Efren a better snooker player or Ronnie a better pool player. Apples and oranges. As for snooker, the one thing not mentioned so far is safety play.
Safety shot now. Oh, this looks very good. This looks very good indeed. What a beautiful little shot that was from Mark Allen.
This is a good line. This is a tremendous line. What a shot that is.
I think I would give that edge to Efren. Ronnie may well get a century break, but when Reyes comes to the table, it would be real trouble if he shot Ronnie a safe shot. Rocket would probably get a hit. In short, and not trying to start up, but a pool player can think like a snooker player in hardly no time. But it's very different for a snooker player to think like a pool player. Actually, I think that's why Ronnie didn't fare so well at pool. He just got outthought. I don't mean that he can't, but they just don't use the same tactics that pool players use every day. And besides, they don't call him beta for no reason.
Why would you take that risk?
Well, there may be a slight element of safety. Oh, that's a great shot. That is a great shot. What a shot.
Performance this year in big matches, but this man, ferocious opponent, shots like that. Look at that.
What a shot that was.
But we miss the fact that snooker tables are far bigger than pool tables. This makes Ronnie a dead cert for the snooker, as he's been playing on them since he was a kid. Without question, these two are monsters in their respective fields, of snooker and billiards. I've not seen O'Sullivan perform on the 9-ball tournaments, but his record in snooker is one to marvel. O'Sullivan has 38 ranking titles to his name, including 5 world titles and 19 in Triple Crown.
And the winner, receiving a cheque for £170,000, the trophy and the title, 2018 Betway UK champion. It's a magnificent 7 for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Ronnie and Efren are both phenomenal players, and very interesting gentlemen. What happened in one game or one session over 20 years ago is inconsequential. But if you haven't noticed the otherworldly level of play by Ronnie in the last few years, then you're missing something very special. I'd vote Efren Reyes hands down as a winner against O'Sullivan in either sport. But right now, I'd leave the snooker to O'Sullivan and the 9-ball to Reyes.
Right over it. This is going to be close.
Wow.
Foul call.
A fabulous positional shot if he can pull it off. Look at the white, the action he got on that. And how's the kiss on the red? Very nice, thank you.
Aggressively, never touch the sides.
Efren Reyes, OLD PLH, born August 26, 1954, is a Filipino professional pool player. A winner of over 70 international titles, Reyes is the first man in history to win world championships in 2 different disciplines. Besides his world titles, he's also a 14-time Derby City Classic champion, a 2-time World Cup champion, and a 2-time World Pool League champion.
Efren Reyes wins it! He wins it! And I'm not going to say anything else.
By defeating Earl Strickland in the inaugural Color of Money event in 1996, Reyes took home the largest single-event purse in pool history.
In a match. Yeah, it's more.
Very nice shot.
What a great shot.
Many athletes, fans, and current and former players consider Reyes to be the greatest pool player of all time.